Ever wondered why some people are more prone to gaining weight than others? Could genetics be playing a role in this? It's a question that has intrigued scientists and health enthusiasts alike. What if the answer to this mystery lies coiled within our DNA in the form of a gene known as FTO? FTO, or fat mass and obesity associated gene, has been a subject of fascination ever since it was linked to obesity. The FTO gene was discovered in 2014, and since then it has been associated with an increased likelihood of weight gain and obesity. This discovery has led to an improved understanding of the complex world of genetics and its role in our body weight. But what exactly is the FTO gene? In simple terms, it's a gene that some experts refer to as the parsimonious gene. It seems to predispose certain individuals to gain weight more easily than others. This is not to say that everyone who carries this gene will become overweight, but it does mean that they may have a higher tendency to accumulate excess fat and prefer calorie-dense foods. Interestingly, studies on children have shown that they naturally gravitate towards fruits and vegetables that are more calorically dense. This tells us that we all have a genetically predetermined inclination to conserve energy, which may manifest in our preference for certain foods. However, it's important to remember that our genes are not the sole determinant of our weight. Many other factors come into play, like our lifestyle choices, diet, and physical activity levels. So while our genes may influence our weight, they don't dictate it. So it seems like our genes, particularly the FTO gene, might be influencing our weight in ways we don't fully understand yet. But how exactly does this gene function? The FTO gene, often referred to as the fat mass and obesity associated gene, has a significant impact on our weight. This gene, intriguingly dubbed as the thrifty gene, is present in all of us and has a key role in our body's energy storage and consumption habits. Let's delve a bit deeper. The FTO gene, in essence, influences our propensity to gain weight. But how does it do that? It's not as if the gene itself is piling on the pounds. What it does is subtly nudge our behaviors and bodily functions in a way that can lead to weight gain. One of the ways the FTO gene impacts our weight is through our food choices. It seems to sway us towards calorie-dense foods. Picture this, you're at a buffet and there's a spread of fruits and vegetables before you. If your FTO gene is particularly active, you might find yourself reaching for the bananas or carrots, which are more calorie-dense, rather than the less calorie-dense options like berries or cucumbers. It's as if the FTO gene is hedging its bets, making sure we consume and store as much energy as possible, energy that could be used later. It's a throwback to our ancestors who didn't know where their next meal was coming from and had to store as much energy as they could when food was available. But it's not just about how the FTO gene influences our food choices, it also plays a role in how our bodies store energy. The FTO gene seems to favor storing energy as fat, rather than burning it off. This means that the same calorie intake could lead to more weight gain in a person with a more active FTO gene compared to someone with a less active one. Therefore, the FTO gene plays a crucial role in determining our body's relationship with calories and energy storage, thereby influencing our weight. Scene script. Many people believe that consuming too many calories is the main cause of weight gain. However, this is only a half-truth. Let's take a moment to delve into the reality of calorie intake. You see, calories aren't all created equal. Sure, a calorie is a calorie when studied in the lab, but the way our bodies process and absorb these calories varies greatly depending on the source. Consider this. You gulp down a soda and take in 250 calories in a matter of seconds. Alternatively, you could munch on carrots for the same calorie intake, but it would probably take you a couple of hours and quite a bit of jaw exercise. The difference doesn't stop there. The soda calories are all absorbed, leaving you with an aftertaste of hunger. On the other hand, when you consume the carrots, you don't even absorb all the calories. A significant portion is expelled through waste. So, what does this mean? The type of food we consume matters as much as, if not more than, the quantity. Foods dense in calories and low in nutrients, like soda, are assimilated quickly, leaving you hungry and prompting overconsumption. Conversely, nutrient-dense, low-calorie foods like carrots take longer to consume and digest, keeping you satiated and reducing the likelihood of overeating. In essence, the source of your calories plays a pivotal role in your calorie intake, absorption, and the resulting weight gain or loss. It's not simply a numbers game. The quality of the calories ingested is equally, if not more, important than the quantity. So it's not just about the number of calories we consume, but also where these calories come from that matters. Research has shown a clear link between obesity and genetics. The statistics on this are quite compelling. Studies have consistently demonstrated that obesity tends to run in families. In fact, if your parents are overweight or obese, you have an increased likelihood of facing the same weight challenges. This familial trend of obesity has been linked to the FTO gene. You see, our genetics play a significant role in our body's function, including how we gain and lose weight. The FTO gene in particular has been associated with increased appetite and a predisposition to put on weight. But here's the fascinating part. The FTO gene doesn't make a drastic difference to your daily calorie intake. Yes, it does increase your appetite, but studies have shown that people with the FTO gene only tend to consume about 200 to 300 extra calories throughout an entire year. That's less than 1 extra calorie per day. Now you might be thinking, surely that can't be enough to cause obesity. And you're right. While the FTO gene does contribute to weight gain, it's not a singular cause. So, if the FTO gene only leads to a minor increase in calorie intake, what else is contributing to the rise in obesity? Well, it's important to remember that obesity is a complex issue. It's not caused by a single factor, but rather a combination of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle influences. The FTO gene is clearly linked to obesity, but it's not the only factor. So what else is contributing to this complex issue? While genetics play a significant role in weight gain, it's not the whole story. Our environment also has a significant impact. Let's imagine a scenario. Two individuals, genetically identical, are placed in different environments. One has access to fresh, nutritious food, while the other is surrounded by fast food and processed snacks. Over time, the individual in the healthier environment maintains a balanced weight, while the other, despite having the same genetic makeup, gains weight. This scenario illustrates how our environment can significantly influence our weight. Our homes, neighborhoods, and even the places we work or study can shape our food choices and physical activity habits. When healthy food options are readily available, we are more likely to consume them. On the contrary, when our surroundings are littered with unhealthy food options, it becomes challenging to maintain a balanced diet. Likewise, our environment can either encourage or discourage physical activity. Access to safe, clean parks or recreational facilities can motivate us to be more active. However, if our surroundings lack these amenities, it can lead to sedentary behaviors, further contributing to weight gain. Moreover, our social environment plays a role too. The habits and attitudes of those around us can influence our behaviors. If our friends and family value healthy eating and regular exercise, we are more likely to adopt these habits. Conversely, if unhealthy behaviors are normalized in our social circles, it becomes harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Lastly, let's not forget about the broader societal environment. The marketing of unhealthy foods, the cost of healthy food options, and the lack of equitable access to healthcare services also contribute to the obesity epidemic. In conclusion, while the FTO gene and genetics play a significant role in weight gain, our environment and lifestyle choices also contribute significantly to our weight and overall health. In conclusion, while genetics, particularly the FTO gene, play a significant role in weight gain, it's not the whole story. The truth is, our weight is largely determined by a complex interplay of our genes, our environment, and our personal choices. It's crucial to understand this relationship to fully grasp the complexity of obesity. Firstly, while our genes may predispose us to certain behaviors or metabolic rates, our environment can either exacerbate or lessen these genetic tendencies. This is why two individuals with the same genetic makeup can have drastically different weights if they live in different environments. Secondly, personal responsibility plays a significant role. Regardless of our genetic makeup or environment, making healthier lifestyle choices can greatly impact our weight. This includes choosing healthier food options, regardless of what's readily available, and making a conscious effort to stay physically active despite our surroundings. However, while personal responsibility is important, it's also crucial to recognize the systemic issues that make these choices more difficult for some individuals. This includes the marketing of unhealthy foods, the higher cost of nutritious food options, and the lack of equitable access to healthcare services. Lastly, there's a need for further research to fully understand the complex nature of obesity. While we've made significant strides in understanding the role of the FTO gene and other genetic factors, there's still much we don't know. In conclusion, While our genes may predispose us to certain behaviors, it's ultimately our choices that determine our health. Let's make choices that lead us to a healthier future. We need to understand that weight management is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and it requires a comprehensive understanding of our unique genetic makeup, our environment, and our personal choices. Together, we can strive to make healthier choices and create environments that support these choices, leading to a healthier future for all.